A fine prosthetics wills this embrace. 9 of us decided against the rain. I had a briefcase. The rest was inconsequential. He titled the painting Beggar with Stone Coccyx, and it dominated the rear wall like the forelimb of a primitive kingbird without quadruped or high wagtail. The evidence all pointed to the lawn. Off in a stand of willows, there was little we could do but wait for when the sitar player called for a quest. This wasn't our first rodeo. We studied every precedent we could find, sackcloth manifestos and abstruse vegetative easements, but we couldn't even hook ourselves up with a sniff of the fat burning in the bank of man. I felt soft like a sun-ripened skull lying face down in a pail full of flasks. You know what I'm talking about. You see the files. You miss your stop and you start to fade. A wrong number. The dog star. Dice. It looked automatic. Inside of Oslo, it was. Shook Hollow. In the smalls of Pennsylvania, lost between Big Poe and Little Poe, a train wanders off in search of its rails. Alone, it will die in a ditch, looking at a field of fireflies as the moon tackles the hilltop, having decided against delay. 2 haunts stagger in from Shook Hollow. They have business here to attend to. Come sunup, and the shadows pitch away from the walking log, and the wagons off rolling and raw. In these parts, every child is born with a peptic dread of the oblong barber and the cautionary odyssey of choice. Me, I've had mine. I took pole out of the hot box and talked to the sky when it weren't. A creekside shed fades, and then it falls away like a marble on a thin slice of shale. We all seen it. We were there, typewriters hanging in the trees, and the women knitting inside their circles, and the sun. Nothing made nothing seem like it was some higher form of sense until all that was left us was to slam our damn doors shut and run. The rocks did not disappoint. It was jump season, high holy days of the diagonal and the dispossessed. What remained of the float chart spoke credibly of what it was, but nobody listened to the cave beneath the briars, muttering about the bat shit and the limestone stew. It knew of 2 ways that this could end. The floodwaters or the shawl. I hid inside of a bank shot, and then it called in its claim. Thank you. Of a blender with shuck or stride. In the park, I sat arguing over sealing wax with the gross national product of Peru. I thought about changing my name, something like Autoclave or the Nog, something with a papal sheen. Every morning, it's the same goddamn thing. To wake in a camouflaged pup tent with a blender forever lost inside my arms. My job was to buy the beer. What with the river rising on up for one final trip into town, 15 of the finest left legs you've ever seen, algebra, improprieties, ascent. A cold winter dawn reminds me of napalm. The way the air shatters into an obscene clarity. It's why nobody hunts for ringbird after dark. If you carry it out past the decimal point, it's a cinch to explain away all the strings. Ask your doctor. It's probably nothing. Breathe. The last person out gets the light.